again. All right, so we're going to continue with our class. I can see that we have not, okay, there are still some people I'm here to, there are some people I'm here to score their assignments. Those that have been scored, have you checked the feedback?
Yes, sir.
Have you checked the review
Yes,
and your
sir.
score mark?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So I think, yeah, you guys did well. All right. And I'm impressed. Okay. So we're going to run briefly tonight. Let's do a recap of what we did last week. Faith, help me to capture the attendance, snapshot the participant
All
at
right,
this
sir.
time.
All right, sir.
Snapshot it now and send it to Michelle, the program administrator, so that she can fill in the attendance of those that are in class at this time. All right. So that's done. Okay, so this is what we looked at. I hope we all are with our computer. Can you confirm, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's continue. And you can see my screen clearly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, just like a recap, we are actually progressing. This is the way to start. We are not slow. Do you get? We're actually progressing very fast. What's happening to this? Hold on. Okay. I'm struggling with my Sublime. Let me exit it and open again. Okay. And task. What's happening at the
Lade, you sọ pé ó ń disturb wọn.
No, that one was not about, like, now it's death. This type of dressing, you wear it to that place. You will die of food.
So how do you
That
Okay. So we can start now. So last week we were able to move faster. Right, like I said, we are progressing. So we're getting familiar with elements. What we are interested in is in our body container. So that's what we are displaying right here on this website. That's what we have here. And I explained to us header. Header doesn't mean you might not put header here, you might not put this here. Do you get? It doesn't really translate to anything. It's to still give you the same thing. There's a place where you begin to use header. That's advanced HTML, but it's good you know it down. There's a principle that everybody must start with head and footer. We will learn something that is called footer, right, later on, when we get to advanced HTML. We also learned that navigation, every website must have navigation. It's always at the top or by the side. Look at like TechUCT has its own by the side. It's on the left-hand side, right? We have is on the left-hand side. Some, their menu is a menu navigation. So some, theirs is at the right, is kind of at the top. You get. All right. Some is at the top, some is at the side. We also learn, okay, linking item. I'm happy you're able to get that. We know that HTML is composed of elements or tag items with properties or attributes. Attributes is what defines an element. So attribute tells you what an element can do. So what href has in A be different from what you can see in section. So this is a awesome container. We'll come to container designs later. I hope we can do that in this class. So we look at divider. Divider are this dividing rule. There's a way it makes your website to have sense, especially when you are writing newsletter, where you have to show that, okay, you are breaking a line and you're coming, you are providing clarity, right, when you are designing, right? So, and we look at table, right? So table, we said table is broken into row and column. Row and column. Something is wrong here. You see, I don't know. Was it this code I sent to you guys? I don't know, maybe you noticed this error. I did not open TR. I think maybe I mistakenly removed it. But there was no effect on it here. Do you get? But when you begin to see, there are some things that you might not see the effect, but until when you begin to write long HTML, you see, this is like how many line of code? This is just like 149. There are times when on a page you might write up to like 1,000. You will not discover that when you did not close a certain tag properly, can give you a hell of problem, and you begin to find out where the issue is coming from. You will not be able to find it. Do you get, guys? So we divide table into row and column. So now, beyond using table to design table items, like to itemize things, like score, name, subject, score, right? Normal table, how we use it for where you have a border. I told you that we use table for layouting. Layout whereby you want to put an item on the same row, on the same line. Some should be on the left, some should go to the right, some should be in the center. You just want to have that kind of a concept that's similar to this, like this one, like this kind of concept, you can achieve it with a table in this basic HTML. When we get to advanced HTML, you need to pay attention to table. When we get to advanced HTML like Bootstrap, there's something else we use. Yeah, so we use row and column there. So, but let's leave that for now. So, we left that, and I'm happy that we are used to tag element and the likes. I showed you on ordered elements, on order list and ordered list, just to list, when you have list of items that you need to display, in HTML. And then we learned something about form. Yeah, we created form, and we said that form is an element, then it has within it, you can now begin to put other elements like input, the type, number, the type number will determine what is you can input in. Like when I put number here, it's only number I can enter. All right, type test, I can't type test there. If I want to type test, I have to change this number to test. So this test means alphanumeric. It means it can accept both text and numbers, right? We could say that. All right, so you need to learn. So these are the properties, the attribute for input. This is a single box input. I have for select option to select multiple items. I have for checkbox, because checkbox, there's something called radio button. That one that is like a dot. It's a radio button. And submit form. So you see, submit, when I click submit, it try to refresh. Because the submit is tied to form. So that when you submit, it's trying to carry those data to somewhere. Right. So when we begin to look at how to integrate to server end, you'll begin to understand this concept much more. Right. So, I was talking to you about something like footer. So footer is here. So when you get to advanced HTML, the standard way of writing HTML in a body is header, main, footer, header, main, footer. But this is just a plain HTML, so we don't really need to have this. It's really not needed. You can put it there, but it will not make any impact because this HTML does not have any. It's just plain. It's just skeletal. All right. This, you see, if I refresh, it's the same thing, not making any changes. So this is the recap for what we have done thus far. If you have any question from your assignment, from everything we've done in the past, this is the time to ask. Don't be shy to ask your question. Any question you have, can you please let me know, please? If you have any question?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Sarah.
I saw under the table tag, I saw in another tag TRTD. What does that imply, please?
Okay, this TR, right?
Yeah.
Hmm? TR means table row.
Okay,
Table
table.
row. It means a new row. Do you
Okay.
get?
Yes,
TD
sir.
is for the table data. It means it's same thing as column. Table column is for column. So this is row 1, column 1. This column 1, where my mouse is column 2. This column 2, and this column 3. That's the interpretation of this table. So you could see from our code right here, one row. Look at the row. See what covers the row. Then under that row, we have 3 column. Column 1. You see it, that picture that is showing there. Column 2, that text that is showing. And then column 3, that image that is showing. So we can use it to do layouting. And you do a lot of, we're going to do a website layout survey tonight, right? Before we move to CSS. Do you have any question, guys? HTML, we are moving to CSS tonight. And that is to design something like this. And it's really going to, we need your attention on this, right? Because it require creativity. It require you understanding what I have taught you thus far. If you have any question, if it's that you are struggling to save a file, anything, please, you can ask now. Sarah, I hope I was able to answer your question clearly.
Yes, you
Hope you
were. I
understand.
also want to ask another question.
Go
I
on.
was actually going through the um W3 class, like I was going through every
Awesome.
section that they had. So I now realized that the H1 to H6, that's the headers, they were
Mm.
of different sizes because initially
Yes.
what I thought was that if I want to start a new heading, I'll say H1, the next heading, H2, the next one until I finish all the H6. So it was until I now saw like the example they cited there, I now
Uh,
understood it. And then I also considered other aspects of it too, but how to like bring them together. Because I noticed that if, for example, the HTML style aspect now, I noticed that you can include that even in your heading, you can include it in the heading, the body, and every aspect, but how to just bring all of these elements together so that it just makes sense.
yeah. So what you've done is you just explored, right? So when we use H1, H2 is just sizing, determine how it will appear. There you get. So what is did? This is very good. So there are a lot of things. If you don't do daily practice, you will miss out. If you are depending on the only thing I'm teaching you, you will miss out. So in being a very good student, of software development, is that after the class, you must be an enthusiastic. I won't lie to you. And the reason why many people draw back is because it's not because of lack of passion. It's because of lack of patience and endurance. I tell you that this class, after you've taken it for 3 months, is going to reveal something about you. It will, and if you are able to endure it to the end, there's something that will change in you. I can tell you that because it's going to take something from you. It's going to demand patience. It's going to demand endurance. While we were learning, do you know how we learn? We don't have internet access then. So we used to browse with our phone, GPRS. So from our phone, the code, the things we get on Google, we now type it with our hands on our laptop. So we type with our hands, a lot. So there was no copy and paste, like you just copy from your laptop and paste, or get ChatGPT to do some things for you. So you got it right. So please, if you have any question, you can ask. The group is there. That group is for interaction, right? That book is to interact with yourselves. Abi, that group is for you to interact. Okay, sorry about that.
Good
So
evening,
that
sir.
group is for interaction, is for you to ask questions, drop anything there. You surely get feedback regarding it. You get. Okay, so in the absence of question, I will assume we can
Good evening,
proceed.
sir. Can you hear me? Hello.
Okay, Jeffrey, you're asking a question.
I have been shouting on top of my voice. I don't know if someone can hear me.
Okay, we can hear you.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Well done.
Thank you, sir. I have a question. I have been engaging on the assignment you gave to us before. I wanted to impute this background image and 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 I find it difficult to engage in it. Then this home about I have already done with doing creating the page, but I cannot finish the process in in imputing it in the home and about, whereby you go to the page itself, you click it, and you direct it to the you will navigate it to the page that you have already created.
Okay. Okay, for you to attach image, right? For
Yes, sir.
example, this is my HTML, basic HTML, right? This is the image I'm attaching. They're in the same, that's how I was teaching you guys directory, folder directory, so that you understand branches where when you have a folder and your items are in one folder, you can easily access each other. So if I want to access this image, I want to use it to replace this image. All I need to do is, this is my image source, this one. So all I need to do is this. What is the name of this image? Image, let's say test image one. That's the name. And it is what? PNG. PNG is a PNG file. Or I right click on it, come to properties. What is it? .png. This is it. .png. Okay, so I will now come here in my image source. This is the properties. I'll say test image one.png. That's all I need. Do you get? .png. Why? Because it is in the same, they're in the same place, the same paths. So if I refresh my website, it takes that image. You see, this is the image that I changed just now. Likewise, if I also want to link from one page to the other, it's very simple too. All the pages like contact me, about me, for example, I have about me here. It's also in the same paths with my own page, basic HTML. So all I need to do is where I have href, which is the reference to the next site, I just need to put the name of the file, which is aboutme.html. This is aboutme.html. It's an HTML file. I just have aboutme.html. That's all I need. And if I click it, it takes me to About Me page. In About Me page also, you link the home page to the home file. You link the contact to the contact file also. So what you need to do is ensure that put your work in the same folder, right? So that you can easily reference them. Did you get that?
Yeah, I get it. What
All
what
right.
I mean what I mean by I don't mean by the normal image that you upload. I mean the background image, whereby the whole background of the website will be showing the image. That's what I mean. I saw it in the HTML W3 code that you sent for us.
Yeah, you are trying to do background image, and we are coming to
Yes.
CSS. It's still the same concept. You have gone into CSS, so we are coming there. Don't worry.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. So, okay, let's proceed, guys.
Excuse me, sir. I saw something just now. Block
Okay, what's
notes.
that?
Please, what's block notes? Like I saw block notes somewhere. Yes, under the TD. Why do we
Okay.
have to use that? Block quote rather.
Okay, block quote is just a regular writing tags for news for writing. Okay, how do I put it? You will not. It actually is meaningless in HTML until we go to advanced HTML. Do you get? So let me change it to paragraph. Do you get? Now,
Yes, but
the reason why I used it, I was trying to explain. There was something I was trying to explain to you guys. You will see how there are some write-up on some website. There's a way they appear. Hold on. There's some. Do you see something like? Do you see the way this appeared?
yes, sir.
This is not from the regular text. That's sample of what we are talking about. So
Okay.
in HTML, their texts appearance, they appear differently. There are some they call it article. You use article, you don't use block quote. So HTML that we are here, the basic HTML is limited, right? When we get to advanced HTML, advanced HTML is now utilizing much more powerful libraries. So you're able to see a lot of concepts. In short, there are a lot of concept elements you are still going to learn. But for now, don't worry. That's why I said initially, don't worry yourself about block code. Don't worry yourself about it. Do you get? Just leave it. When the time comes, we're going to learn all of that. So let's focus on the basic. So the extent, what we need to learn here is how HTML is constructed, understanding of elements, the basic elements we've seen, how do they work, paragraph, okay, is to break it to a new paragraph, image, table, form. Those are the basic things that we need to learn, right? Those are the very, very key things for us. You get that? All right, so we can proceed at this point. So now, what we want to look at is, okay, before we move to CSS, how many of you have seen the assignment I gave to you?
I have, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many of you have started attempting it? Okay. Okay. You have not started. Hope you know that it's going to be next week. It will expire. So it is an assignment for us, which we have to do. But let's look at this together. Who can tell me, looking at this website, you can see my screen, all of you, right? Looking at this website, how do we achieve it? Let's leave this top place. Let's start from here, from this place, downward. What comes to your mind first if you want to start designing this? What should be the first thing you do?
Create a table.
What I want to test is if you guys have been practicing. What time? Yeah, you can continue, Joshua.
The only thing I just want to say is that what is coming to my mind is the table concept. And what I can see here is that there is the first row. Yeah, this. I don't know how I can explain. The first one I'm seeing where the great star comes is a row. And we have this short one. We have them as a column, all of that from what you have thought of. So that's the
That's
first thing that
great.
comes to mind.
All right. Good. I like that. Who also want to contribute?
Okay, for my own end, what I can see here is the picture quality. We need to fine-tune the picture quality. Then the font.
What I'm saying is, I gave you as an assignment. When you try to attempt to do this assignment, what's the first thing that should come to your mind that you have to put in, you have to consider before jumping to replicate? The assignment I gave you is to replicate this website in your own way.
Yes.
So what's the first thing you should ever do? If you even want to write a website at all, what should be the first thing that you should do? Should you jump at it and start coding once? What should be the first consideration?
I think you might want to inspect the code and see how it was done.
I can't hear you well, Faith.
Did
Can you
you
come
hear me,
again?
sir? Okay, I said we have to inspect the code, see how it was done. Or aside from table, I think that's my opinion, sir.
Okay, good. Who else want to go? Who else want to try?
Okay, for me, I can see like shadows under the
Okay, so that
images.
I reiterate myself. Hold on, Sarah. Somebody want to design a website, and this is the thing that came to the person's mind, and you're able to capture it, and you are trying to relate it to the person that is this what you want to achieve? What will be the first thing you are going to do? You can continue, Sarah.
I'm actually just talking about what I can see because all the images here, they have shadows, kind of like a reflection.
Okay. All right, let me
Yes.
come in. So, if you want to design a website first, because the assignment I gave to you now is more like you are designing a website. If you want to design a website first, the first thing you put in your mind is the conceptual design, the concept, layout, like drawing it on a piece of paper first. How will this thing work? I'm not talking about you analyzing the website that you are seeing here. Yeah. I'm talking about you want to recreate it and you are not copying the code. Right. That's actually what I was talking about. Right. Hold on. The rain is falling here. Hold on for me, please. All right. The rain is falling heavily here. Okay. So, like I was saying, the first thing you should not forget is the conceptual design. It's layout. What do I want to achieve? How do I seek to achieve it? Right. I'm not asking you to analyze this website. I'm asking you want to replicate it. And you are not you don't want to do copy and paste. The first thing, if I were you, the first thing that will come to my mind is, okay, how do I achieve all of these things? In my mind, I'll get a jotter. So you do a lot with jotter and pen. If some of you have a big phone that has pen on the screen, it's a good one for you. I'll first of all look at, okay, this place, how do I achieve this one? How do I achieve something like this? I'm not telling you to, don't inspect, right? Inspecting will not make you to learn. Do you get? How do I achieve this? Then how do I achieve this ones? Then how do I achieve this ones? Right. So in my mind, what I will see is that, okay, what I have here is an image that is put within a tag, right? And then it has a text by the side. So in my own in my own way, I can say, how do I achieve this? How do I achieve it that I have an image here on the left and I have a text on the center on the right? Can somebody tell me how do we achieve that? What you are seeing right here on the screen.
So can you come again?
Yes.
Please, can you come again, sir?
What I'm saying is this. You can see this lady here that I'm highlighting, where we have great style comes from expert. How do we achieve what is inside this box? The lady on the left and the text on the right. How do we achieve it?
Yeah, I think it's introducing another table in that table.
All
If
right.
I'm
Thank you very much. That's what I want to hear. So how we can achieve this is a table with one row and two
And one
columns. Column
column,
one
yes.
is this, madam. Column two is this text. Did you get that?
Yes.
Yeah, bro, Joshua is right. Thank you very much. It's the same thing we try to achieve here. Look, it's just the same thing we've just done. This picture, and this text. So in this sense, instead of us having three columns, it will just be two. A picture and a text. A picture and a text. So based on this, I can say that I can lay out my website using table. Row, column, column, column. So now I want to give you an exercise right now. Tell me, apart from this first one that we have analyzed, the rest to achieve all of this, how many tables do we need? Like, can you draw something out? And at the end of the day, you tell me that, okay, yeah, we need one table, but can you draw the mapping out on a sheet of paper that, okay, on this, we need maybe 5 row, 8 column to be able to achieve all of these from A to 2. Apart from this one, we have analyzed. I don't know, maybe you got my question. Hello, guys.
No, sir. I did not get the question, sir.
Okay, what I'm saying is this. We try to solve this first one. How to achieve this concept where we have a lady and a test. This test reading great hairstyle comes from the expert. So, Bro Joshua said we can achieve it by using the concept of table, where we have a table and we have 1 row, 2 column. And this is 1 row truly. The column 1 is this lady that is shining here. And the second column will contain this text. So I'm not saying we've solved that one. Then these other ones, all these ones, right, that I've highlighted here, how can we achieve every one of them also? So how can we achieve them? This one that I've highlighted. How many tables do we need? How many columns do we need in the table? How many rows do we need in the table? That's the exercise I'm giving to you guys. Did you understand it now?
Yes, sir, I do, sir.
I want to get your understanding of layouting a website. This is the basic. This part is something you have to get before we move to the next phase. So if you can do it by your heart, on your laptop, I want you to analyze it and tell me. And if you have a jotter beside you and a pen, you can try to analyze it. All you need to do is, it's just same concept. Okay, this one, I think, how we can achieve this one. This one, 2 column, 2 rows, 8 column, okay. And in the first column, I'll put this picture there. Second column, I'll put this picture there. Then in the second row, I'll put this text there. The other row, I'll put this text there. Then I jump to the next one. Okay, this one just need 1 table. How many column? Is it 2 column or 3 column it need? And this is how I can divide it. I want to get an idea of architecture from you. That's what I'm looking at to get. An architecture, a conceptual design. That's what I want to get from you. So I will give you guys 5 minutes. So if you don't understand, please, you can speak up. So 5 minutes. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes?
Hello. Yeah. I think it's the same thing you have been saying by doing a layouting.
Yes, the
Try,
same thing. Yes, the
yeah,
same thing.
we will draft out what we want to do, like more like a plan of what we want to achieve before engaging. I think it's the same thing you have been saying. The same thing you still do.
Yeah, so how are you going to draw it out? What's
Okay.
what's the layout going to look like to achieve it?
To achieve this program, right?
Yes, what we are looking at is an architectural design, just like you see an architectural design of a house. You see the floors. Okay, how many? You want to achieve 5 room, Abi? Okay, you put 1 room here, put 1 room here, you put one. That's division. So now we
Yeah.
create a table. How many row? How many column? How do you divide? How do you divide it? In this first column and row, this first row, this first column, what do you put here? What do you put here? What do you put there? That's what I want.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let me try.
Okay, I
Um,
want you to speak up, yeah, so that we can flow along, so that other
all
people
right.
can understand.
All right. This one, this where they are showing these images, we need a 2 row and a 4 column there to achieve this.
2 row
Uh,
and 4 column, right?
yes, for this two
Okay, what
two
will
row.
be in the first row?
The first row will be this this one where they are weaving they are touching that guy's hair.
Okay, we'll put them first row, first column will have this one, second column
Yes,
will have this one, third column will have this, first column will
yes,
have this, right?
yes.
Okay, what about the second row? What are we doing there?
Then on the second row is where on the second row that we can see the best hairstylist. We have that on the column of that. Then this one,
Mm-hmm.
the one that follow featured hairstyle, then hair care, then
Mm-hmm.
uh, we hair you, something like that. So that's the concept for that one. If I'm
So this
correct.
one is achieved, right?
Yes, if
Yeah.
I'm correct.
Awesome. Thank you. God bless. I want somebody else to analyze this one. The next one.
Um, okay, sir. For the next one, then we're
Hmm.
having 2 column and 3 rows. For the first column, there will just be a row, and the second column we have it 2 rows.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm not agreeing.
Okay.
No. Okay, hold on. Please hold on. I'm coming.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Faith, can you come again?
Yes, sir. I did change my mind. Yeah,
You
I did
said
change my
one
mind.
table, right? How many
There
column?
will be 2 column, 2 column, 2 column,
Two
2 column.
column. Okay. How many rows?
Well, for the first table, I think that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rows.
4 row.
Yes.
Eh.
Hmm.
No. I agree
Okay,
two
then is
column.
it okay, sir?
I agree for 2 column. Don't you
Okay,
think
then that
that
means
it's 2 column and 1 row?
1 row.
Yes.
I was even thinking maybe 2 column and 3 rows in total. The second one that is extra, we'll be having
No.
2 rows.
No.
Okay,
All
okay.
right. Who want to comment on this? Hello, class. Who want to comment? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me. Yeah, you can speak, sir.
From the look of things, I think it's a 2 column. So then, in the second part of the column, we now have a 2 row. So like
A two
what we
row.
did, yes, like what we did from the first one, where we divided where
Okay.
we
Hold on.
introduced.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me tell you where table is useful. Table is useful when you want to align things laterally. I mean horizontally. Because in HTML, it's very difficult to align things horizontally like that. Everything always want to break to the next line. always want to break vertically. Everything want to break down vertically. Do you get? So now, because of that, if we are creating this table, I agree, one table, two column with one row. The first row will take care of this one. Because what we are doing here is this picture and this, okay, even this one, you could see that we will even create table inside table again to take care of this one. So a table will be nested. It means inside this column 1, row 1, you have a table that has 2 column, 1 row inside it. You agree with me, right?
Yes.
So then this one is just text. So you are just breaking down with paragraph, paragraph, paragraph. So that takes care of only 1 row is needed for this. Then this second one, you don't need faith. You don't need to. You just is the only thing you are doing here is you are breaking into a new paragraph. This space. So this is a box. Then you have a new paragraph in space here. This is under box. They are still in the same row.
But I think this down part of it, we need to do the same thing we did this first part, where we introduce a column of 2 row, a table of 2 column, 1 row. Am I right, sir? For this text and this picture. Lórúkọ Jésù. Sir, ah,
Hello. It seems I lost you all for so long. When last did you hear me?
Where you were explaining how that the second one is just one row there, and it is text by the. So Mr. Joshua was asking a question. That was
Hmm.
very lost.
yeah, I was
Okay.
trying. Okay, sorry, sir.
Yeah, continue.
I was trying to say that on the second part, you have been able to help us understand, but I feel like this last part where there is the picture of this man and this text, so I believe that there's going to be an introduction of a table of 2 columns, 1 row there.
Yes, you are right. A
To
nested
be able
table.
to be able to accommodate this picture on the left and this text on the right.
All right. Now, the reason why Bro Joshua is able to get all of this is because he's a civil engineer. So he understands architecture very well. He built out, so he's able to capture what I'm talking about clearly. There are some of you, you might not get it now, but you get it well later. Do you get? I just needed this to scramble our head to get our attention. Do you get? It's fine if you don't get it now, but you get it well later. So we will begin to we might let me see what you will do in your assignment. Do you get? I want you to think. So beyond this class, start engage this and begin to think. So I told you can have table inside table. How do you want to achieve this thing? That should be what should be in your mind. As you think it, your brain begins to open up. Do you get? Begin to open up. And the more it open up, the more you can be able to engage much more things. Do you get? You would have surpassed even the normal and basic stage. Right. Okay. So we're going to leave that. That's your assignment. I just need to tickle you a bit for that. So can we go to...
I have a question, sir.
All right, your question, please.
Sir, how were they able to align everything to the center? Like all the body.
You use your center tag. Do you remember the
Okay.
center tag?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And also, that's how they're able to align to center. All those things are what we are coming to learn in CSS. Do you get? So welcome to the CSS class. All right. So welcome to CSS class. Congratulations with Escape Basic HTML. Okay, so in CSS, what is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. So, like I explained to you, an human body is made up of what? Of skeleton and the flesh, right? And we might look at the muscles, right? So a human being is composed of skeleton and the flesh. It makes the human being static. When the human being now begins to operate by its neurons, it begins to like able to think that, okay, I want to go somewhere. I want to pick up this cup. I want to. Ability for the man to perform action, human being to perform actions. That is where JavaScript comes in. So your what we've been doing thus far is just a skeleton. It's not beautiful. It's ugly. You get? It's just plain ugly. So that is HTML. And it's good to endure that. I think we endure that ugliness for 1 month. It's a good thing. Okay, so where we are now is how to flesh up. Some of you that do, if you have seen Photoshop, when people create flyers, you could know if a novice, somebody that doesn't know how to create a flyer, and someone that is an expert in creating flyer, you will know the difference between them. Because the outcome of the flyer, will be different, right? So how good you are in creativity. So people that loves to dress well, people that loves to look good, people that loves to, love excellence, people that loves colors, they'll be much more attracted to CSS. So sometimes we have some people in front end that are very good in coding, in the HTML. Okay, you want us to put this element, they can do all of those things. But when it now comes to colors, comes to concepts, beauty, they are very woeful in it. So that's why I told you to go through your UI UX class. Yeah, so please just endure it. We will roll out a review form because there are some things and some feedback we are getting, which is not good. So we want you to give a review based on your classes thus far. So please make sure you make a review so that if there are anything we need to take up with any facilitator, anything we are doing that we need to optimize, we'll take care of that. So CSS is Cascadian Style Sheet. It's a way of styling up your website. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control layout. So CSS, beyond beauty, it also controls positioning. How things to appear. Should they appear bigger? Should they appear lesser? How it's Positioning is part of CSS. Sizes is part of CSS. And appearance, colors, and things like that is part of CSS. So that's what we'll be looking. With CSS, you can control the color font, you see, that size, and size of text. The space between, that's positioning, between elements, how elements are positioned and laid out. What background image or background colors are to be used. Different displays for different device and screen sizes, and much more. So this is CSS, and I want you to practice a lot on CSS, right? So we are going to start in a very simple and in a very humble manner. You get me? So the first of all, okay, let's go back to this, our ugly website. Let's go back to it. Let's not jump to the new one. So we are starting with welcome to, okay, somebody should suggest to me what color should we give to this welcome to my basic HTML. And let's see what was achieved in this one. This one was positioned in the center, and then it has like a layout background that is blue. So the first thing is, how can we achieve this? So that's the kind of thing that should be coming to your mind. How can we achieve this? Right? So in a way, how we can achieve it is this. Let me show you. All right. Welcome to my basic website. Let me cover it with a container, a div container. A div container is an empty tag that makes no difference until I begin to. What I want to do into it is I'm putting something on top of these elements, right? So that whatever concept I put in that will begin to affect or the other thing, will determine the appearance of these ones. So I want to give this one a background. I give it style. So we use style to write CSLs, Cascadian style sheet. So we can say something style inside a container and I can give it background color. You see, my editor gave me suggestion. So you can have background image. There's a lot of things. Background color. I can say blue. I will explain it to you. Don't worry. Let's look at it. Ah, my God. He gave everything blue. Why is he giving everything blue? Who can tell me why?
So maybe because of the background in the
I think there's where you are supposed to close it, you didn't close well.
Yes, there's no
Ah!
slash
No.
there.
Oh! Oh, clap for yourselves, guys. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourselves. You see, you guys are great. Oh my God. You see, can you see how a little flop can mess you up? And do you know what? I might begin to look at it for the next 3 hours and I might not know. Just because of that flop. Why? I opened a div, I didn't close it well. So you see, what I'm trying to achieve here is I want to give this thing you see, you can use anything to achieve it. I want to give this guy a background. I want to welcome to my basic HTML to sit on a blue background. So what I did was that I cover it up with another layer called div. If you say so, you can cover things up. So div is an empty container. It's serves no significant. So the reason why I'm using div is because I want to apply, because if I apply this stuff here now, if I apply it here inside this element, it only affect this. You see, it only affect welcome to my website HTML. Do you get? So because I'm trying to replicate what was done here, and you can see, let me change my color. This color is that blue color is too sharp and very ugly. I think this is the color they use. Can you see what I'm trying to do now? I'm trying to inspect, to check what they used. You see, when I inspect, it gave me the color they used. It gave me this the styles that they used. So this is the background HTML code color. Yeah, you don't need to cram all of those things. Those things, you can copy it online. Look for a color. Hey, my battery is about to die. Okay, so let me change this back and I will explain to you guys. Now, let's refer. You see that. Can you say that I've achieved that color? The same color. I've achieved the same color. Right. So now, welcome to my basic HTML should be centralized and it should be white. All right. So welcome to my, I will now say style also. Style, color. Color, I will say white. So meaning that color is for text color, meaning that I want it to have a color, you see, white. So the second one also should carry the same. So I can just copy and paste this style. Copy it, paste it inside P tag. So it will also carry white. So I now want to centralize them. This one is in the center. So I want to center it also. So what should I do? I can do it this way. I can say center. Bam. Then close center. You see? Center close. Open center. Center tag. Then close center. It automatically closes it for me. If I refresh, can you see it? You see, it's looking like it's small now. It's looking like it's small. There you go. It's just that this one is the background is bluish. a bit wider in terms of the breadth compared to this one. So we are going to learn that. So let me go back and explain to you. Style CSS, there are different ways of writing CSS. We can write CSS in this way. In this way, I can put all my CSS code in this style. Some of you will have seen this, like this. I will explain it. We will come to this gradually. I can also write my CSS, put it in another file, and reference it from here. That's another level. We'll come to that level. The first level we need to learn is CSS can be inside tags. You know, I told you tags have element properties. So every tag has a styling properties. Styling properties. So that is the way I can hack into any element to determine how an element should appear, how an element should behave. I will say that, okay, you, this element, you are text. As for text, I should be able to do color test for you. I should be able to do font size. If I say something like, if I want to give this size, I will just say font size. I'm writing it because I have known it. So in your own size, Google and say that, oh, if I want to, let me teach you how to learn. If I say P 40 size, if I refresh, you see you see it's bigger. So if you want to learn, you don't need to learn all of those code. I myself don't know all of them. Do you get? So what you do is, how can I increase the size of my text? Because I am doing HTML, please. I'm just being plain with you guys. I'm just behaving like a local guy. What I'm trying to show to you is that Google is your friend in coding, is your best friend, is your only friend. Without Google, you cannot do anything. Right, we need, because most of those syntax and those code, you don't know them. But what I'm teaching you is concepts. Understand the concept, and then how to get the code is Google that will get it out for you. Look at this. So, you know, Google is attached to AI now. It's attached to AI. So, you see how to change font size in HTML. I will click one. So you will see a lot of answers to it. You can see the AI can bring an answer. So you can see answers to it. So this is how you look for answer. You could see something like font size. You could see this. This is a code for it. So you'll be able to do your research to find what they use to achieve certainty. You can see this is what I'm doing just now. Font size, ma'am. So why am I putting semicolon at the back here? Why am I putting this? I'm putting this so that I can write another line of CSS. I put this here. If I also want to write another line of CSS like font family, I can say Calibri. You know? So I put semicolon. So semicolon, you use it to break a code so that you can write another one, so that you can accept another code. On and on. You see it has changed. You see the font family has changed. I don't know, maybe you noticed the change. Initially, when I don't have the font family style, the only thing we have is this. Look at the way it's appearing. Look at this sharp W. So when I change this to Calibri, you are used to family, different font properties in your Microsoft Word, in Excel, in PowerPoint. So no, it's going to change if I refresh. Look at it. You see, it has changed. So I can keep writing many style sheets and affect how I want things to appear. So I also affect how I want this div. This div is the one containing my welcome to my basic HTML website and the paragraph item. This page is built. So I covered it inside a div and I forced a background color in it. So as I forced a background color in it, it affected everything inside it. It covered it. Right. So we're going to stop right here. I have a meeting, and in short, I've even gone in the meeting we're short its time. All right, so this is where I'm going to stop. Do you have any question? I just give you 5 minutes, please, guys. We'll pause here and continue. We'll take it step by step. Okay, I'll assume there's no question, right? Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
So tonight is, I think it's clear, right? Is it clear?
May the Lord grant us
Yes, sir.
understanding.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. So this is the beginning of styling. This is the basic. Let's start with the basic. So you understand. So styling. So now if I see an image, how many of you have seen an image that is rounded? It's rounded, kind of rounded. Like your Facebook profile image, how is rounded. There's a CSS code that is used to make it round. Do you get? Oh, Tunji, you have a question. Oh, yeah, ask your question, Tunji.
Sorry,
This is what we achieve. Yeah.
it's not about the class, sir. It's just about the question. Sorry, the assignment. Since we are now in CSS, is it possible we apply the CSS knowledge to the assignment? So probably
Absolutely, you
maybe
can apply it. Yes,
what
apply
what
it.
about the framework, sir? Bootstrap, is it possible?
You can apply it. So, that's why I extended the assignment to next week, because I know we would have covered some ground in CSS this week, so that it can help and aid you to be able to make it. I'm not expecting you to replicate what you are saying here, but I'm just expecting you to achieve something very close to it. So you can apply the CSS that we are learning now to it. So I think we need to have a catch-up class again on Saturday. I think so. So sorry. It's for learning. You get. So let's just capture everything one. So for Saturday, we need to meet up again. So we'll look at a time that is workable for us. Right. All right. So, and you have HW3 school with you. Learner, you see all the things I've taught you, they are out there. You see, you go to, learn a lot of CSS, how CSS can affect a page. You can even begin to replicate this page that I have on my screen. No, okay, it's this one. You see what we are developing is already looking like this one too. So it's CSS that position this thing. Look at how this guy is here. Look at how scattered it is and very ugly. But look at it here. It's CSS that makes it looks warm. Look warm. Even though this website is not that great, but it's just showing us how things can appear much better. You see how this table appeared more better and forms. It's CSS that affected all of them. So you can, in short, you can begin to design website from now if you are able to take it up from here and learn much more. So we will see in the next class, hopefully next Saturday. Hopefully, this coming Saturday. All right, thank you everyone. I wish you a wonderful night rest.
Thank you, Pastor
Thank you,
Tayo.
sir.
God bless
Thank you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.